Welcome to this episode of Liberty Creek. On this episode, we're going to be talking generators. Predator 3500 with the inverter, and if you're a subscriber to my channel, you know that's my new generator, and I love it. Now, if you're not a subscriber, do me the favor now. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It should be in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, and become a subscriber. And hit the notification bell so you know when I have new content. Now, this episode here, we're going to be talking about how I extended my exhaust on the Predator, okay? Now, there will be two parts to this series. The second part is how I installed my remote start for the Predator 3500 with the inverter. Let's get started.
Very easily. That is it.
Now, this is what is this thing called? The spark resistor. It stops from sparks coming out and catching the woods on fire. You're not allowed in some of the state parks without this. So if you have it in your RV, you're going to need to somehow keep that, okay? I'm going to take it off. All right, this looks like, it looks to be an 8mm. If you don't have one of these little magnetic trays here, get one, okay? I got one from Harbor Freight, like super cheap. I think it cost me, I don't know, I might have got it free, or it cost me like $5. I used this so much, I don't even know where it is, it's around here. I used this so much that I saw this one over at, I think it's the Home Depot. It's a Husky. It cost me $10 and it's twice as big. Those aren't magnetic. Those aren't. But it's well worth it. Well worth it. Okay, there it is. They say every time you change your oil, you need to take this out and clean it up as well. Okay. Let me just blow it off. I don't know. What I plan on doing is, let me see here. That's not bad. I'm going to attempt to try to cut that out. See how that goes. Not sure how or I'm going to do it or anything, but I have my Dremel, but I think that's too thick. Let me see what I could do. I'm going to use my die grinder. Let's see what happens. Let's see what we can do here. That would be the best way. Let's see what's something. All right, just got back from Pops' house. I went over there because he had a drill press. I went ahead and drilled those two holes that I marked. It needs, I used a 1/4-inch drill bit, I believe. I'm reading it now. Yes, 1/4-inch drill bit, okay? And it works perfectly. Take a look. So basically, now it slides on here. One very important thing, I do need to get a little bit bigger bolts here. This will still grab a couple threads, but Probably when I put my gasket on, it's not going to. So I'll just roughly put that on, okay? Throw the other one in too real quick. Just start it. I think that's good. Yep. All right, so as you see, when I go to tighten this up, I'm going to have it like that. That is pretty much, yep, pretty much right in the center. Now, if it's not in the center, when you go ahead screw in your pipe, the pipe may rest up against the plastic shroud, and that will be bad. So you want to make sure this gets right in the center so you don't have to have any worries about the actual exhaust melting the plastic shroud that goes on the back here, okay? So next step would be definitely want to get a little bit longer screws, just a little bit, and go ahead and make your gasket. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this on its face to make it easier, and I need to drain all the oil out. It's due for its first oil change anyway, so that's what I'm going to do now. I really don't have any idea. I know how to fill the oil. This has got a little door on the side, oil fill here. Let's see if I can figure out. Maybe inside here shows the drain plug too. Yeah, yep, there's the drain plug. It looks like it drains underneath. How am I going? Oh, okay. Looks like there's some type of plastic that I could pull down from the bottom. Should I take the side off? Probably be easier. Let me see if I could, how hard it is to take the side off here. There you have it. So they just pop in pegs, and there's the slide. So you'll put the bottom in, lay it back up, pop them in, and put your screws back in. The screws do not come out. That didn't really help too much. I have a little bit more access here, and this is the fill, and the drain is right here. Looks like it drains down to underneath. I'm gonna bring this off the table a little bit and see what's underneath there. Here's underneath it. Let me see if I could pull it without dropping it on my head. There it is. All right, so right in here, the oil's going to just come right out. Get a funnel under there, have it going into something. Let's see what I could do. Had to put the generator on its face there. Hopefully nothing gets damaged. Hopefully I don't leak any oil, which I drained all the oil. I will tell you, if you do it like this, you got to drain the oil or you'll have oil everywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to make my gasket. Okay, what I just did is I laid down some painter's tape. As you can see right here. There's nothing like using good painter's tape. I can tell you that right now. 3M is up there on the list, but nothing beats the frog tape. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's well worth it. I used it all on other projects, so that's all I had. But I have some real cheap stuff. Don't go cheap on painter's tape. Never go cheap, because no matter how crappy the job you want, it turns into a pain in the ass. So basically, a blue tape is going to be like a release agent for the gasket. Not sure what you can see, but right now I'm just looking for the screw holes, because I'm going to have to, there they are. Let me see if I can get that painter's tape out of there. I need the other one. It's over here somewhere. There it is. So it looks good. I'm gonna let it sit for an hour, come back, I'm gonna tighten it down. Alright. Alright, that wasn't pretty, but hopefully it'll get it done. Basically now I'm gonna give it 1 hour. Alexa, set a timer for 1 hour.
1 hour, starting now.
When that goes off, I'm gonna come back down, I'm gonna tighten it, and then I wait 24 hours. And then once the 24 hours up, I'll pop it off, clean it all up, and see where we're at. I always have 10 projects going on here. The place is always a mess. In America, we call them projects. In Canada, they call them projects. I think we'll be pretty good. Once I thread that in. Thread in, thread it out, maybe. There we have it. Let's see what we got here. Let me test fit these. There you have it, folks. All right, we got that all assembled. The shroud does not touch the pipe. So right now what we're going to do is go ahead, we're going to fill this thing up with oil, put the side back on, seat it down. I'll go ahead and tighten this back up, and we'll give it a shot. Let it run. Now, if I have any problems with the screws loosening, I'll put some Loctite on them, but some blue Loctite, but I think it'll be fine. Well, let's fill this thing up with some oil. Okay, we're about to go ahead and fill this up. Fill it up, put the cover on, take it outside for a test run. I use Honda 10W30. It's good oil. It takes just about a pint to fill it up. 16 ounces. We're getting there. I think we're getting there, folks. Let me take a peek here. Turn Eco to off. Turn to start. Hold the starter for 3 seconds. This time it does look like it was a successful mod to the generator. I don't think we'll have any exhaust leaks in the generator shed now. This will be exhausted outside. And now I'm waiting for my remote start to show up, and I'll be posting a separate video about the remote start and how easy it was or how difficult it was to install. And stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed this video, but this looks like the way to go if you're going to add a extended exhaust onto the generator. I researched about 5 different ways people have done it, and this seems like the best and way to go about doing it. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. And I hope you enjoyed this. Go back and look at some of the other videos of the cabin build or anything else I've been doing. All right, thanks for watching, folks. Have a good one.